DBZeus over on the team 1 setting up his gate, setting up everything. With Saros instantly charging out, got himself the full, what looks like almost like a, I was gonna say, if you had like a full armored helm, I was gonna say almost like a Goblin Slayer-esque helm, but not really. Got himself the full Dalaran in the dark place. DBZeus setting up more demons and even more demons. Stun, Axtos with a full tyrant and everything. Mortal Coil. As long as DBZeus backs up out of there, fear on all these pets. And actually gonna be Saros backing up out of there instead. Charging back towards DBZeus. If you can land a kick, that'd be awesome. Doesn't quite connect just fast enough. Does get himself a parry to reduce the damage from those pets. DBZeus super low. Could be looking at a massive execute charging, but only making it halfway through to DBZeus, looking for a fear. Zerker range not available, so that's actually a full control chain for DBZeus. As he gets some more pets, just needs a little bit more damage. Does land a kick, Axtos to follow. Might just go down here. And I think Saros, does it, a popping like a balloon to the Doom, and spawns in a Doom Lord with the Rosy Priest walking up. I like the honor duel here, but also you kind of wait now for the Doom Lord to spawn away too. It's actually, honestly, the diplomatic play here is not the bad, because you're waiting for the demons to expire. It technically is like nice and honor duel and all that good stuff, but for Rosie, it's also kind of advantageous. Like you're waiting for the demons to time out completely. Not that bad. The AI class. The AI class. Yeah, it's honestly, yesterday we did see Demonology absolutely just shellac people around the arena, man. Absolutely wipe the floor. It is strong. The pets do so much damage, and there's only so much you can do with them. I think you just gotta fear them and run away as a warrior at that point. That, or just like find a way to focus on a DBZeus, fear the pets, focus Zeus, not let him go anywhere. Silence, immediate go by Rosie, even though Silence still got the axe toss, streaking out for Rosie. Quick AoE fear on the pets, Pitlord joins into play. Actually, it looks like Pitlord was attacking the Siphon for a second, but I think switch aggro towards Rosie with the Mortal Coil. PI's available, another axe toss, does get himself full Tyrant. That's going to be a lot of potential damage. Rosie may be looking potentially in a bad way. Does go for the Void of Oppression, try to reposition. Big Shadow Crash onto Zeus. Does pick up a little bit of healing, and Rosie just back behind the pillar. Nothing you can do against these pets. Just trying to sit there and heal. But all that healing, it actually does nothing. Having to go and get himself a bit of damage towards Zeus with a fade for a second. Next to him for a moment. Maybe look at a disperse here. Try to see if he gets some damage. Chaos Mother doing a ton of damage though. Quick fear on all these pets. Rosie looking for a bit of recovery while a Siphon. Not a Siphon, but a tentacle channeling Zeus. Zeus does get hit with a bunch of dots. ZP's rolling in, but Rosie looking for a recovery. Disperse still available? Maybe looking at it right now. May potentially be looking at Disperse. Damages are super low. Mortal Coil Fear does not quite get the line of sight. And it's going to be Rosie almost getting the kill on Zeus. Does have Reflect for a second. Does Rosie go for Shadow Word Death? You have to disperse it. You have to disperse it. Look at Zeus, dude. He just got himself a couple of pets, big pit lord and everything. And Rosie's immediately in that dead zone right now. Does go for the full torrent. Does not hold any cooldowns back, and that's going to be that void literally hovering over his body, just sucking up whatever remnants of his soul left. Quick fear onto Forsaken is going to go for Lichborn. Try to go for a quick stun. Rosie may be under a lot of trouble. Silence on Forsaken does get hit with a silence still, just chopping up. Back-to-back damage. Silence, there's nothing you can do in that situation. Does get himself a Desperate Bear for a second. The Desperate Bear helping out a ton. I don't know what you can do in this situation. Try to kick, does get the juke, but I don't know if one of your heals can help here. That is so rough. There's not much you can do in that situation. Honestly, that is a tough one. It's going to be Void Straza up next from one priest. I actually like that set. I was going to say from one priest to the next, but I really like that set. I know that it's supposed to be like a whole priesty looking set, but it kind of has those Necrolord vibes to it with it being all turquoise. Does try to potentially go for damage here. Trying to see if he can get himself a big setup. Forsaken is just going for the long, slow game, man. First guy, auto duel, then second Galileo. Exactly. Yeah, auto duels is a choice. You technically don't have to give the other person an auto duel, but yeah, now that you played against Forsaken, next time you see them and next time they're alone, you can always just return the favor. That is a possibility. Void tries using the Void Elf Racial to try to see if he can back up out of the quick stun by Forsaken. Maybe look at the disperse here. Stun onto Forsaken. Does break out of it with IBF. Fade for a moment. Does give you some respite. It's going to be the Void Rift collapsing onto Forsaken. Doing a bit of damage, just not enough to put him in danger. Quick interrupt on Shadow. No disperse for a second. Does get a last second. That is a lot of cooldowns committed by Void Straza too. That is VE, Desperate Prayer, and Disperse, all used within seconds of each other. AMS for a second, given for a second, immunity to magic damage while the shield holds. That is still going to be a massive, massive void. Rit with a fear on the stunt, that's actually not a bad trade. With the DPs on top of it, if you can slow him down, that Rit is going to do damage. That Rit is going to do a bit of damage. Quite a decent bit of damage. Is going to be Forsaken with a bit of health coming back in. Silence on the Void Straza. He's got himself bolstered enough of that health bar to keep on fighting. Stun, no breakout for this one. Does get a grip last second. Try to go for a kick. Does not connect, but still got plenty of damage. Void Straza is still under pressure. PI is technically available. Trying to slow down Forsaken with the Fiend, but it doesn't matter. It's going to be a full stun lock. Does end up taking it. That is tough, man. Toxicity up next. Full Ring of Frost. Setting up from one side. Trying to see if he can commit some damage on the other side. Blind but Forsaken. He's just bailing out of there. He doesn't want to fight in that AoE. Ring of Frost avoids an orb, avoids the blizzards, avoids them all completely. For Toxicity, trying to see if he can get himself that angle, but doesn't quite get that stun. He's got himself at least a way to reposition, but a Silence immediately stops anything that the mage is doing. And Forsaken, try to see if he can get himself the stun with the what's it called? Why am I struggling here? Remorseless Winter. Toxicity got a bit of cast, bit of damage. Prox, oh! I'm sorry, what? That was just some random bit of damage at the end before the mage could even ice block it. Just kind of out of left field. I know that you had the riders and everything, but what? Huh? What was that, was that a Frost Strike? We've seen some mad Frost Strike crits out of Death Knights, but that was a lot. Hockey with a bit of damage. Forsaken IBF with a dome and everything available. That is a lot of output for him. Trinket out for a Hockey. Looking for the disarm, but Hockey is still under quite a bit of pressure. Silence onto Forsaken. Silence on Death Knights actually does help a little bit. Stun with that meld. Just trying to see if he can back away. I don't know if Forsaken got himself AMS. No, he does not. And Hockey able to start surge him. That was a lot of damage though. I mean, he just dropped down Dome IBF and he saw but just stopped moving completely against the Druid. Conan charging in as the arms warrior for Hockey. Not an easy matchup. Does have disarm coming up very, very soon though. But as long as you're power shifting, you should be able to at least stay mobile. Very, very heavy. Wait, do you have like a cancel form keybind? Probably, right? Just to get out of the slows? That's actually kind of helpful. Conan does go for... Wait, did you go for human racial to break out of a disarm? Is that what happened? Or is that just Blaze Storm? Because I know you press the human racial, but then you get your weapon back. I am not sure. That is 3, 4 first. What was that hit of the mage there at the end? What was that? Gears, no gear, Jesus. Is that the angle? Just the gear difference? Because what was that hit? It's not the first time we've seen Frost DK's hit for however much he hit him for. I remember Chupa set a guy for like, I think it was 2.5, not 3 mil with a Frost Strike. So I wonder if it was in that ballpark. Let's get another one going.